Hi guys, Happy New Year, Happy 2017, and welcome back to Margieville. So I hope everyone had a great New Year's, great Christmas holiday, great New Year's Eve, great New Year's Day. My one resolution, drink more water. So I'm running around avec water all the damn time. I know I didn't drink enough water today because I've got a bit of a headache, which is why I've got more water right now. So today's video is going to be a little different from what I've been doing, mostly because I didn't get a chance to film anything. It's a combination of a few different things that led to me not having any footage. Because I didn't get any footage this week for whatever various reasons, I decided to actually film a tag. And I'm going to do the TMI tag. The first question in the TMI question list is, what are you wearing? Well, I'm wearing some Coop Essential jogging pants. And some random shirt with lips that I found at Winners. This is basically my sitting around the house clothes. Other than this mangle of stuff from Winners, that's pretty much it. Number 2, have you ever been in love? I have. I already am. Currently am. Still am. Been in love with the same guy for 20 years now at this point. Actually, it's been 20 years this month. Holy cow. Yeah, so I have been in love. Have you ever been in a terrible breakup? I wouldn't say terrible. I've had one pretty intense breakup that happened after a couple-year relationship where I was living with the person and we were engaged for a while. Wasn't terrible, wasn't the best breakup, but there was no violence and there was nothing broken or thrown. A couple of questions. How much do you weigh and how tall are you? Well, we'll start with tall. I'm 5 foot 5 inches, which I think works out to around 165 centimeters, depending on if you're metric or imperial measurements. I am, this I only know in pounds because my scale is imperial measurements. I am 149 pounds. That is a work in progress. Also on the TMI questionnaire, do you have any tattoos? Do you have any piercings? I'm going to answer that one together as well. I do have tattoos. So I have technically 4 tattoos. But it's hard to really kind of count how many tattoos I have because I have a half sleeve. I do have one thigh piece, which is just itself, you know, standing piece. And then I have a full back piece. Full back, side to side. And within that, there's another element of a tattoo that was done like 10 years ago or so. Which we're actually incorporating into the back piece. Hence the reason I have 4 instead of technically 3. Piercings. I do not have anything other than my ears pierced, and as it stands, I don't wear earrings anymore. I'm one of those people that when I get pierced, it guarantees that I will end up with some kind of scarring. Piercing doesn't really work very well with my body. Tattooing, I have no problem. Piercing, totally different story. So both of my originals that I got done when I was a kid were scarred in there. I've got 2 more on this side and one more on this side. All of them have scar tissue in there, so my ears are a bit of a mess. I just stopped at that point. I didn't want to try and do piercings elsewhere and have scar tissue be an issue. OTP, in case of anybody's wondering what the hell OTP means. OTP means one true pairing. This is definitely, if you are a fandom type person, which I am, a little nerd lives inside me, my OTP, Buffy and Spike on Buffy the Vampire Slayer. Which then kind of leads into, what's your favorite show? Well, all-time favorite show? Buffy the Vampire Slayer. My husband and I both got into that probably a couple years after we were married. We watched through all the seasons. I have gone to fan conventions to meet some of the stars of the show. I have the craziest collection of stuff, including a Spike Muppet. The next question is favorite bands, and this one's a little weird for me because I have a very eclectic musical taste. My two main areas of music that I absolutely adored when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, was hip-hop and rap and rock. So amongst the bands or groups that I would consider like amongst my favorites, Aerosmith, Rolling Stones, Guns N' Roses, of course Guns N' Roses amongst us, I mean Axl Rose, come on. But then, like, I love NWA and Public Enemy and Morrissey, The Cure, The Cult. So yeah, I've got some very weird musical taste, let's just say. Something you miss. I miss traveling. I don't get a chance to travel as much as I did when I was younger. Favorite song? Mad About You by Sting. My kingdoms turn to sand and fall into the sea. I'm mad about you. I'm mad about you. I don't think a lot of people know this song very well. It was off the Soul Cages album. It's not a hugely popular song, but it was one of the singles that were released off the Soul Cages album. There is a portion of my life where that song played on repeat over and over and over and over again for like months. It's just great. It's if you get a chance, go check it out, listen to it, maybe download it. I think you'll enjoy it. How old am I? That's my next question. That's the next question. How old am I? I am 42 years old. What's my zodiac sign? I am a Virgo, and I am a Virgo in every sense of the word. If you take a look at all those, traits that you find under Virgo, I fit that to a flippin' T. Qualities you look for in a partner. I think for me there are three main things. Intelligence, sense of humor, and a sense of compassion. Intelligence is important to me because I need to be able to have a good conversation. And when I'm talking about intelligence, I'm not talking always about book smarts. Sense of humor. God, if you cannot laugh in a relationship, you are lost. 20 years later, I still laugh my ass off like crazy. Compassion and empathy are about the only thing I think that is keeping the human race going without killing each other. Favorite quote. Funnily enough, going to draw this quote from the song Mad About You by Sting that I just mentioned. There's a portion in the lyrics that says, there are no victories in all our histories without love. Kind of goes back to that whole compassion thing. And I really, that's a line that has spoken to me. That's a line that has stuck with me. Even if I don't hear that song for 5 years, that one particular line will stick with me until the end of time. My favorite actor. Well, can I say this? I have a long-standing adoration of Joshua Jackson. He's a local boy, so absolutely adored that. I have watched him since he started, acting as a little kid. He's filmed some great movies. The Affair is an amazing TV show, and he's fantastic in that. He was great as Pacey on Dawson's Creek. He was amazing in Fringe. Totally underutilized as far as I'm concerned, and I think that there is not enough appreciation for some of the work that he's done that's probably a little lesser known. So yeah, Joshua Jackson, favorite actor. Favorite color? Royal blue. I am a huge fan of the color royal blue. Loud music or soft? A bit of both. Depends on the situation. It's all context sensitive. If it's a day that really needs loud music, I need to rage, I need to run, I'm going in for a tattoo session, you betcha it's loud music. It's like really heavy gangster rap or heavy metal. But sometimes you just need to lie in your living room or your rec room or your bedroom and just listen to some soft, clinky, clunky music. And on that note, the next question is, where do you go when you're sad? I go to my bedroom, or I usually listen to soft music. That's the thing, my bedroom's sort of my safe space and my quiet space, so I usually, when I'm sad, head to my bedroom, tuck myself in a blankie, listen to some music, and I'll get not sad. So the next two questions kind of go hand in hand. How long does it take you to shower, and how long does it take you to get ready in the morning? My showers are anywhere between 7 to 10 minutes, depending on whether or not I'm doing more or less with my hair. Most of those 7 to 10 minutes is to deal with the hair. How long does it take me to get ready in the morning? If it's a work day, it takes me anywhere between 10 to 15 after my showers. So depends on whether or not I'm putting full makeup on or not. I can do a 5-minute face, or I can do a 15-minute face. But on a work day, it rarely, if ever, do I have more than half an hour to devote to primping and everything else. I like my sleep, and I have a kid I have to run around after. Have I ever been in a physical fight? I have. I've been in a couple of physical fights. I was a small kid, I was a scrawny kid, and I ended up getting dragged into fights I didn't want to be in. Managed to learn actually how to fight because of that. Plus, I had also had like years of karate and judo training, and managed to utilize that. And I think the last time I got into any kind of physical altercation, I was probably 18 or 19. It was 20 some odd years ago. It was the last time I ever got into that kind of altercation. Hopefully the last time I ever will. What are your turn-ons and your turn-offs? My turn-ons, really good meal. I'm a huge foodie, so any awesome meal, total turn-on. Turn-offs, bad body odor, and people that don't seem to do anything about it. Hey guys, I'm sure you've noticed by now, but I talk a lot. So it looks like we are going to have to split this TMI tag video into 2 weeks because I'm only halfway through the list. So yeah, I'm stopping it at this question number 25, and we will continue on next week with 26 through 50. In the meantime, please don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next week.